Hey everyone, thank you guys for tuning back into another Mascara Monday. It's artistry like BAM. Okay guys, so this week we're going to do something a little bit more fun. We've been playing with a lot of mascaras, trying a lot of cool formulas out, some more everyday, some more drugstore, some more conditioning formulas, and then last week we played with mascara removal and makeup removal using the Swan Sparkle brush cleaner, which you guys know that I love, hands down, number one product. And if you missed that video, you guys can find it on YouTube or in the link down below, just so you know. But this week we are going to play with some mascara primers and some colored lashes. This is a different technique that I like to use to make my eyes pop if I'm maybe going out, want something a little bit more dramatic, something a little bit more eye-catching. And I also like to do it in more editorial photo shoots and things like that, sometimes on set. And I want to show you guys how to do it. So let's pop right in. All right, everyone, so now that we're in a little bit closer, I'm going to kind of show you what we're doing today. So I have a couple mascara primers. So these are white-based mascara primers that go on before your traditional mascara. So these primers will help extend the life of your mascara. Sometimes they'll help thicken the formula. Sometimes they'll help condition and strengthen the lash. And sometimes they will create just a really nice base and a really good coat for whatever you're going to put on top. So today I have False Lashes Maximizer by MAC Cosmetics. Okay, so this mascara coats the lash white, and I'll let you guys see that traditional style brush. So this is going to pick up a white style of mascara, and it's actually going to coat the lashes and make them a little bit of a soft white color. This is going to enhance the lashes with a little bit of length. It has fibers in it, so it's going to attach to the lash, give it a little bit more of that length, and then condition and strengthen the lash because it's going to be a base coat for what you put on top of it. So that's the False Lash Maximizer from MAC Cosmetics. And that one's around $20. And then this one is the LA Color Primer. So I got this one at the drugstore. So you can find a mascara primer pretty much anywhere you shop for makeup. This one I can definitely tell right off the bat is going to be a much thinner, more watery formula. It's not going to be as white either. You can see that. So this is more of a dome style brush. I'm actually going to use a metal palette and place a little bit of product on the palette so you can kind of see the formula. It is white, but it's more of a creamier white than the MAC Cosmetics False Lash Maximizer. Why this is going to matter for what we're doing today is because the False Lash Maximizer has more of that true white pigment. If you can see it, might be a little bit more difficult to see. Maybe I should have chose a different palette, but the white from the Maximizer is actually a little bit more true to color. So if you're going to use it as a lash maybe enhancer, this one's going to be really nice because the brush is going to coat the lashes white, and then you can go on and put whatever you're going to on top of it. So for today's purposes, I did grab two, but I am going to show you the MAC Cosmetics one. I also have a pack of false lashes that I picked up here at the drugstore. This is just a regular LA Colors. This is in the style Delight 974. I like this lash because it's really, really soft and wispy, so they have really, really long pieces at the tips. And for what we're going to do today to kind of make the eyes pop and give you a lot of color enhancement, it's going to matter that these are a little bit longer and wispier on the tips. So for today's tools, you guys, I chose the MAC Cosmetics fan brush. This is a really, really old brush. I'm not sure if they still make this style of brush. It was from a few years ago. I can't even read the number because it's been gone and gone and gone from years of washing and using it. And then I'm also going to use this MAC Cosmetics old school brush as well. This has a MAC Made in France number 5 logo on it, so you know that this was way before Estee Lauder took over the company, when these brushes were still handmade in France. So just any kind of synthetic flat style brush will work. This is just really small, and I like to use this for what we're going to do today. So let's hop right in. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is take my False Lash Maximizer, and I'm going to take my mini fan brush by MAC Cosmetics, and I'm actually going to paint this formula into the fan brush. And what this is going to do is it's going to allow me to pick up a lot more product, and it's also more sanitary too, so that I'm not using this brush on multiple people. I can just pick the product up on this brush, use it one time, and keep it moving. So I picked up a lot of product. I'm going to show you what that looks like. So you guys can see that the product is coating the brush. I'm going to take one of my friendly mirrors here, and I'm actually going to go ahead and start painting this with the mini fan brush right into the bottoms of my lashes. Let's get a little closer so you guys can see. So it's not going to paint a ton of product, but it is going to start to give you that white separation. I really like the MAC Cosmetics formula because it is safe for contact lens wearers, it's ophthalmologist tested, and I know that this one is going to work really, really well for what we're doing today. So kind of get closer, you guys can see that they're coated white just right in the inner portion of the lash. So I really took that brush and kind of pushed it into the lash so you can see that it's really picking up and separating. Cool. So you can see it's just a little bit lighter than this side. And usually you would want your lashes to be darker, but this time we're going to make them a little bit lighter. Because when you use true white under pigments, it actually makes it pop and it makes it enhance a little bit better. So the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to use the Danessa Myricks Color Fix. So these are basically a color like liquid pigment that you can use on the lips, on the cheeks, on the eyes, on the face, body. I've used them in many different formulas. I really love this product. Danessa Myricks is another fellow makeup artist, so she is a co-creator. Today I'm going to be using Primary Blue and Phoenix. I'm going to go in with Primary Blue first. This is my favorite if I like to go out and just kind of do something a little bit different with my lashes. I'm going to take just a little bit of the Primary Blue and I'm going to apply it to the palette. I'm going to go in with a little bit more of that maximizer and just kind of scoop that right along with it. Take my mini fan brush and just kind of mix those two together. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and paint right over where I did that white before. So this is a really neat trick if you want to give your eyes more of a different detailed enhancement. So with brown hair and brown eyes, blue is a really, really beautiful color to wear because it really does enhance our eye color really well. Okay guys, so now that we have that blue on, the difference between wearing like a colored mascara and something like this, like a liquid pigment, is that putting it on a brush, I have a lot more control, and I'm also able to get a lot more of that richer pigment. Sometimes colored mascaras just aren't really true to color, or they say that they're colored and then you pull them out and they're not really that colorful on the actual brush, and it doesn't pick up that much product, so you kind of have to go in anyway with something else to really use it to get that other color. So my lashes are already pretty long, so with that primer, it just gave me a little bit more length and a little bit more color enhancement. And then I took that blue, that Primary Blue, and went in and just kind of pushed it into my lashes with that fan brush. So you can see from far away, it's not super dramatic or anything crazy, but when I look up close, you can definitely see that hue of blue. It definitely pops, it definitely really stands out, and it's something fun, something a little bit different. So the next trick I'm going to show you guys is we're going to take our false lashes and we're going to take these out of the package. I'm going to show you what it looks like, just like this, out of the plastic. We're going to take our false lash maximizer and we're actually going to coat the false lashes with it first. So we're going to go ahead and paint the false lash. So just paint it just like this. This is actually going to prime your lash, and you'll notice it's going to change the texture of your lash. It's going to give it a little bit more separation, so that way when we put on the color, you guys can see what I'm doing. Just painting it, so you guys can see the difference in the texture of the lash. This one is much more separated and a little bit more piecey. This one is primed and ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and paint this. We're going to take that Phoenix color, and we're going to apply it on the palette just like this, just a little bit there. And I'm going to take that other MAC Cosmetics synthetic brush, flat side, take a little bit of product because a little bit goes a long way. So you don't want to overcoat the lash. It will get really goopy really quickly. So we're going to go ahead and paint these lashes orange. Just like that. You can see root to tip. And we're just coating these lashes in that orange pigment. And because they were coated in a white pigment first, now that the orange is going to pop on them a little bit more. So I'm going to let that dry. And I'm going to take a little bit more of the orange pigment on that flat brush, just like this. And remember, a little bit goes a long way. And I'm going to take my LA Girl primer. So I'm going to show you that this formula is a little bit different. It's a little bit more watery. I'm going to go in. And this one also isn't as white, so it might not make your colors pop as much as the matte cosmetic one. You could also use a white liquid pigment if you have that at home or readily available to you. So you can see how that one just gives me a little bit of coat of white, nothing crazy. We're going to take that orange, that Phoenix, and we're going to go on the other side. So because my lashes are dark, they do absorb a lot of the color. So that's why the white is really nice to kind of get it in there and help it pop. So you can see it automatically is really picking up that color and giving it that really cool shade of orange. And this is called Phoenix. So it's not like a super like mandarin bright orange. And as I'm pushing this into my lashes, I'm really getting into that root, because that's where it's going to make the biggest difference. It's getting it into that root, because when you look straight ahead, you can really see that it's in that root. Isn't that neat, you guys? So you can just see that those lashes are coated orange. So we have blue on this side and orange on this side. So these are opposite colors. So it's kind of fun to see how they look on different sides, right? I'm going to continue to paint this one on the bottom. I really like doing this because it's just a fun trick. And it takes people a second to figure out. You look different, but I can't tell you look that different, right? So it just depends. Some people might be more comfortable wearing a blue one every day. Some people might like a little bit more fiery of an orange. If you have lighter hair colors like blondes, you might not have to use a white primer. You can just probably go in with a color and your lashes are light enough to really hold that pigment. Mine are really dark, so I have to go in with that white just to give it that base and give it that pop, so you guys can see how cool that is. It definitely is picking up a little bit more red on camera, but it is more of that fiery orange. I really like this. It's just really neat to see something a little bit different. You could also do this in your brow hairs as well if you wanted to use the white in your brows. You could use it that way and then go over it with the color as well, and then that would actually color your brows. Also, if you guys ever are out of a brow primer or out of a brow wax or mold, you can actually use one of these as your brow gel for the day, because it will actually hold all your hairs in place, and it dries to a semi-clear matte finish, so you can just see it'll actually hold your brows in place. So that's all you have in your bag. It's more multi-purpose. You can use it to color your lashes. You can use it as a lash primer. You can use it as a mascara primer. You can use it as a brow filler and holder. So there's a lot of different ways to wear a lash primer, and this is one of the ways that I like to wear it. So what do you guys think? Do you like this? Is it fun? Is it interesting? Is it neat to you guys? Have you seen something like this before? Would you try something like this? Let me know in the comments below. I want to see if you guys like the blue better or the orange better. Let me know if you like the Phoenix or the primary blue. Alright guys, so now that the lash is dry, I'm going to show you what it looks like. So look how vibrant that is. Look how pretty against especially my black shirt. You can see how that white really made that orange pop on that darker lash band. So you can see if you were wearing this, this would be a very cool statement lash to go out at night. I like this lash, it's really fun. So, alright guys, so I quickly just popped on that false lash so you can see how intense the orange is along my dark lash band. So isn't that really fun? It's just a really unique way to kind of enhance your lash game, step up your lashes a little bit, give something a little bit more fun, a little bit more color to your life. You don't always have to be really traditional. You can wear mascara that's black. You can always do something a little bit more fun. Paint your lashes blue, paint your lashes orange, use a mascara primer in your brows. There's no right or wrong with makeup, you guys. It's just preferences. So I really like this. This is just a neat trick that I often do in photo shoots and sometimes when I go out, just to kind of give my eyes a little bit more of a different enhancement. If you guys like this, please leave a like down below and follow me on Instagram as well at artistry like bam. Thank you guys so much for watching this week, and until next time, I'll see you. Bye.